All right, welcome into Market Day Report. I'm Scott Shellady, otherwise known as a cow guy. I don't know about you, but it's Friday. I feel good. It's been a busy week, too, and we had some more economic news this morning. So that ball keeps on rolling. Let's see if we've got anything going on to talk about in these markets. Let's start with corn. I just took the baton from Mr. Tommy Grisafi. Everybody likes Tommy, right? He's a nice, fresh face to see. He sat in here for us a little bit here earlier this morning. March is up 5 1/4 cents. We'll take it. Trying to put a 5 handle in front of that price. We got up close to it, one tick away. We're a penny off the highs at 498 3/4. You go out to July, that's up 4.5 cents to 513 1/2, and we're up a penny and a half in the new crop. 474 1/4, 475 seems like a pretty good price for a new crop right now. We'll see. Let's move out to soybeans from corn. 12 1/4 cents better in March. Look at that. 10.42 1/4 is last there, about 4.5 cents off the high. July beans, they're up a dime to 10.73, 4 cents off the high there. We've had, well, let's see, call it a 15-cent range between friends. Sep beans are up 9 cents, way out there. 10.52 1/2 is last for Sep beans. Let's go to the wheat in Chicago. Chicago wheat. That's up 21 1/4 cents. We got a 6 handle in front of it as far as the high goes. We're just off it right now. Penny and a quarter off the high at 5.99. That's March wheat in Chicago. July wheat is 20 1/2 cents better to 6.23 1/2. So got a lot going on in the wheat market here. It's got a little wind beneath its wings, right? As my old man used to say, it's going up like a homesick angel. East wheat in Chicago up 18 cents to 6.53 3/4. How about hard red in Kansas City? Well, that too is seeing double-digit gains, 20 3/4 cents better in that March contract. 6.19 evens last. That's hard red. July hard red up 20 cents to 6.39 1/2, and we've got a D Sport up 18 3/4 to 6.68 1/4. How about spring wheat, Minneapolis? That's up 13 1/2 cents, 6.30 1/4 is last there. 2 3/4 cents off the high of the day. We've got a July board up 14 cents to 6.58. Deese is up 14 1/4 to 6.84. Cotton, we have anything going on there? Can we get anything going? 41 points better, at least, in March. 67.24 is last. 67.24 March cotton. Let's bring in our guest analyst. It's Mr. Joe Lardy. He's with CHS up in Inver Grove Heights. I guess we got to talk about wheat, right?
Absolutely. It's leading the charge today.
What do you got for us?
Well, I think we've got a couple things going on. On the fundamental side of things, Russia's kind of warning about maybe a little bit smaller crop due to weather. And like right before our segment here, the weather guy was showing some really cold temperatures coming through the, through the plains, and could have some potential impact on our wheat market here. And then on top of that, kind of more on the non-fundamental side of things, we've seen really, really strong fund buying in the corn market, in the bean market, and now it really is starting to feel there's a lot of talk like, hey, these speculators and this fund money is now also coming into the wheat market as well.
I mean, so all right, so it might not be, I don't know, fundamental per se, but are you thinking that's an inflation trade-ish a little bit too, or no?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's certainly when you look at the index investment too, from the CFTC reports. I mean, we've seen a massive amount go into corn and some into beans, and I think wheat's been the last one to come. But, that really is indicative of inflationary type investments.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. It just, obviously this has been a busy week for inflation numbers. We had CPI and PPI. Yep. And that's probably going to be one of his more monumental tasks, is to try to bring prices down, because I want to wish the guy all the luck in the world and hope he has success. Yep. But you know what? That's a pretty difficult golf shot, because if you've got those prices rising like that, it's going to be hard to put the country into a recession or some sort of deflationary cycle, right?
Yeah, I mean, generally inflationary environments are beneficial for commodities. And then it becomes that whole balancing act of, does the personal inflation that's hitting me, help me or hurt me more than I'm receiving on the commodity side of things?
Exactly right. That's the age-old trade-off. And
Yep.
And it wasn't like it was just kind of hot or kind of strong. Those CPI and PPI numbers, I mean, but the market seems, I mean, not just our markets, but I mean, even the equity markets, they seem to be digesting them fairly well. I mean, we're back to pre-DeepSeek highs in the NASDAQ.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. These markets certainly have a lot, or had a lot of dry powder. And when the signs were there, we've certainly seen that money get put to work most definitely, in the commodity space, our grain markets, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty amazing. All right. It's definitely going to be an exciting year, obviously, with the tariff talks. We're going to have inflation, and we've got a lot of geopolitical things, too. So buckle up, because you're going to be on a lot, sir. We'll see you every week. Appreciate all your content, Joe.
You bet.
Joe Lardy, Inver Grove Heights. He's with CHS. We're going to go away. We're going to pay some bills. We're going to come back and talk more livestock with a guy in a livestock jacket right after this.